Class. So, make your way to a comfortable seated position. So I always like to start my class off kind of gentle and then ease into the rest of it. So, root your bum into the mat and lengthen the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. So you're going to create space between your hips and your ribs, and at the same time you're going to create some length in your spine. From here you have the option to close your eyes, place one hand on your rib cage, one hand on your belly. And then slowly take an inhale through your nose and allow your breath to expand into your belly, into your rib cage. And then as you exhale through your mouth, take your belly button to your spine and your rib cage towards your hips. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. And just use this as an opportunity to sort of start to connect with how you're feeling. Use your breath to assess any sensations that may be going on within your body. Maybe any stresses, any niggles, any strains, any tightness. And just be aware of all these sensations that you may be feeling throughout class. And if anything feels too much, you have the option to modify or rest and rejoin when you're ready to. This is your class. This is your time. And you do what feels right for you. Take an inhale again. Exhale, belly button to spine, rib cage towards your hips. Inhaling. And exhale. The option to keep your eyes closed when you're ready. Take an inhale, raise your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Really reach up. Create that length in your spine. Think of the opposite to what we do throughout the day. Now we're giving your spine some length. And then exhale, take your right fingertips down to the mat and reach your left arm over, getting into a side stretch. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, reach over to the left and stretch. Keep your right bum rooted into the mat. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, let's stretch over to the right. Push your fingertips into the mat. Engage your right side body and your left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up. This time we'll stretch over to the right and we're going to stay here. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, take your left hand to the back of your head and take your elbow towards your knee, coming to a spinal rotation. Inhale to open, and don't worry about your elbow knee connecting. Exhale, twist. You take it as far as your body allows you to. Inhale to open. Exhale, twist. Stay here if you can. And then place your left fingertips down onto the mat and really push the floor away. And everything you do must feel open and inviting in your body. You never force anything. Take another round of inhale. And then an exhale. And then your next inhale, take your arms all the way back up. Exhale, stretch over to the left for me. Take an inhale here, take your right hand to the back of your head and exhale, take your elbow towards your knee. Inhale to open. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more, inhale to open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hold it here for me and then place your right fingertips down to the mat and really push the floor away. Really engage your side body, engage your belly button to your spine. Breathe in here. And then when you're ready, take your fingertips to the front and then shimmy your hips from side to side. Maybe melt down towards the mat and just release your low back. Think of all the tension and tightness that resides in our low back. And so with Pilates, what we do is we look to lengthen the spine, we look to create strength in our posture, in our muscles and in our joints, so that we are able to sort of walk tall, control in our movement. And slowly, when you're ready, take an inhale, make your way to all fours, bring your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders. Tuck your toes under for me and check that your knees are underneath your hips. Belly is in, rib cage is in, and lengthen the crown of your head to the front of your mat. Create some length in your spine. Think throughout the whole class, lengthen your spine. Take an inhale. Set your bottom to the ceiling, belly to the mat, chest to your arms coming into spinal extension. And then as you exhale, take your chin to your chest and round your spine. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do one more in this variation. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine, tabletop position. Take your inhale again. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes under chin to chest. Hover your knees off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower your knees down. Take your bottom to the ceiling, belly to the mat, chest to your arms. Exhale, take your chin to your chest, round your spine. Lift your knees off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down on your inhale, bottom to ceiling, belly to mat, chest through your arms. Exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Hover your knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Step your right foot back for me. Step your left foot back, coming into plank. Push the floor away. Try not to let your chest collapse. Bring your right knee back underneath your hip. Bring your left knee underneath your hip. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Bring your right knee under your hip, bring your left. If it gets too much, you can lower your knees down. Take your right back, take your left back. Listen for the change. Bring your left in, bring your right in. Step your left back, step your right back. Bring your left in, bring your right in. Last one. Step your left back, step your right back. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your bottom to the ceiling, coming into an inverted V. Maybe walk your feet a little bit closer towards your hands if you feel that the distance between your hands and your feet are a little bit too far and you feel like you're stretching there more than you need to. And then pedal your feet left and right. Move your hips from side to side. Perfect. And then bring your feet together. Turn your right toes out and bring your right heel to the back of your left heel. Point your right toes. So slight external rotation in your right leg. From here, you're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, raise your right leg up towards the ceiling and then lower down. Exhale, raise your right leg up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, pointing your right toes, lifting up, lowering down. Keep that core engaged. Up and down. You've got 5 more like this. Lifting for 5 and lower. And as you raise your leg, try not to fall into your low back. Lifting up for 3 and down. 2 more. 2 and lower. 1 and down. Let's swap sides. Right foot down onto the mat. Left heel to your right heel. Turn your left toes out, point your toes. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your left leg up towards the ceiling, lower down. Lift up with control, and down. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Left foot down, lower your knees to the mat. Take your bottom to your heel. Come into a resting pose, and maybe just release your wrists and roll your wrists in one direction and then the other. Okay. Hopefully we're all feeling super warm now. So from here, make your way to all fours for me. And you're going to take your left forearm down onto the mat, and you're going to have your right wrist underneath your right shoulder. Okay? Push your left forearm into the mat and engage your left side body. Keep your core engaged. Take your right leg behind you and then turn your chest so you've opened up to the long edge of the mat on the right side. Okay? From here, take your inhale. As you exhale, raise your right leg up and down. You can flex or point your toes up and down, whatever feels comfortable for you. Lift up and lower. Good. 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. Your right leg is in line with your hip. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Let's do some tiny little lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Check your left rib cage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Now take your right leg towards the bottom right corner of the mat. Yeah, so in that same kind of angle. From here, take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, take your leg up and around behind you towards the bottom left corner of the mat. So we're going to do a bit of a rainbow with our legs. Lift up and around. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it behind you. Good. And we're going to do lower and lifts just from that angle. Lift it up and down. Up and down. You've got 6 more. 6. Check that your left side hasn't collapsed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Bring your right knee to your right tricep and then extend your right leg behind you towards the left bottom corner of the mat. Good. Bring it in and extend. Nice. In and extend. Good. Exhaling. Inhale to lengthen. 4 more. 4. And extend your leg with intention. Give it some integrity. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Bring your knee down. Have a quick rest. Roll your wrist if you need to, and we're going to move to the other side. Grab some water if you need to. Stay hydrated. Okay. When you're ready, come onto your right forearm. Place your left hand down onto the mat. So your left hand is underneath your left shoulder and your right elbow is underneath your right shoulder. Push the floor away, engage your right side body. Extend your left leg out behind you. Point your toes or flex your feet, whatever works for you. Lift up. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Good. Up and down. Lift it up and lower. 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Let's do some tiny lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Tap your left foot down, the bottom corner of the mat. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale behind you to the bottom corner of the mat on the opposite side. Good. Lift and down. Up and over. Lift it up and down. Almost done. Up and over. Good. 4 more. 4 and over. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hold it there. Lift it up and down. Up and lower. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, and if your right butt cheek's hurting, that's normal. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Let's take knee to elbow and extend behind you to the opposite corner. In and lengthen. You've got 6 more. You can do this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, rest it down. Take a breath. Come into a resting pose. Roll your wrists out again. A lot of pressure on your wrists when you're kind of doing these push actions on your hands. Okay. From here, make your way onto your belly for me. Extend your legs out behind you. And bring your feet about mat width apart. Okay. And then I'd like you to push your feet into the mat as if you're really trying to dig in. And as you do that, you'll notice that your thigh muscles, your glute muscles, and then take your belly button to your spine, push your pelvis in. All this starts to engage. Take your hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on your hands. Okay. From here, if you're unsure, have a quick look and then you're welcome to join. You're going to raise both legs up, point your toes. You're going to flex your feet, turn your toes out if you can. Bring your heels together to tap. Release your heels, point your toes, lower down. Okay? Lift up as you exhale. Inhale, flex your feet, heels together. Exhale, release, point your toes, lower down. Let's do a few more of these. Lift, flex and together. Release, point and lower. Good. Lift, flex and together. Release, point and lower. Nice. Up, flex and together. Release, point and down. Lift up so you can get your thighs a little bit higher off. And I know it burns. Just take a rest if you need to. We'll do 2 more. 2. Bring your heels together. Release, point and down. I'm going to stay lifted in this one. So lift up. Bring your heels together. Stay there. We're going to do tiny little heel taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Point your toes and down. Give your bum a shake. Give your tissue a little shake, move your hips from side to side. Brilliant. Okay, rest your forehead on your hands. You're going to take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, raise your forehead, keep your hands connected to your head, your chest, your rib cage, keep that connected. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale to lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale through your mouth, belly in. Engage your glutes, support your low back. Inhale down. 4 more. 4. And lower. 3. And down. 2. And lower. Last one, up. And down. Nice. Okay, so from here, extend your arms all the way out in front of you, as if you're reaching for something and your palms are facing each other. Again, push your feet into the mat. When you do that, it helps engage your thigh muscles and your glutes, and that helps to stop you from overworking your hamstrings as well. Head down into the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, raise your right arm, left leg, option to lift your head off the mat if you want. Now really extend your arm and your leg away from you. This one's pulling them in 2 different directions. And then lower down using that, keeping that length. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Really extend and lengthen and lower down. Exhale, lift, right arm, left leg. Inhale down. Left to right. And lower. Good. Let's do 8 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Okay, this time, take your inhale. As you exhale, raise both arms off the mat. Take your gaze down to the mat. Flip your palms as you inhale. Sweep your arms behind you like you're going for a swim, and you take your gaze forward. Exhale, bring your arms to the front. Your gaze now comes back down to the mat. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, sweep your arms behind, gaze forward. Exhale, arms to the front, gaze is down, lower down. Good. Let's do 6 more. 6. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhaling up for 5. And down. Let's do 4 more. 4. Don't forget to keep your core engaged. Lift, sweep behind, arms to the front, and down. We've got 2 more. Lifting up for 2. And down. Last one. Lift up. Sweep behind, hold it there, turn your palms up. Let's do tiny little palm lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep your arms to the front and lower down. Perfect. Take your bottom to your heel, coming to your resting pose for me. And always remember that you don't have to do all the reps. You take the rest where you need it, and you can always rejoin. We're going to move on to our back. So slowly roll all the way up. Come onto your bottom and bring your feet out in front for me. Place your feet in front, bend your knees. And just check that your feet are roughly hip distance apart, which is 2 fists between your feet. Yeah? If you need to have your feet a bit wider because it feels better in your hips or in your alignment, you do that. Lengthen your spine. Take your fingertips to the back of your thighs and lightly place them there. Take your inhale. As you exhale, take your chin to your chest and start to slowly roll down, coming into a C-shaped roll down. And as you roll down, you're going to tuck your tailbone slightly under. We're not rolling all the way down. You go as far as you can without falling over. Then you take an inhale when you reach your bicycle point. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll back up for me. Good. Keep your feet firmly planted on the mat. Inhale at the top. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down. Inhale. Exhale, coming back up. Make sure that core is engaged. Give you that support. Inhale at the top. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Option to release your hands, maybe bring them out in front. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down for me. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back up. Let's do a couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift up for me. Good. Last one, take your inhale. Exhale, roll down. Let's hold it here. Take your arms out to the side as if you're getting ready to embrace somebody for a hug. And then bring your arms back in line with your shoulders. Open up and in. Open and in. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, and if you're shaking like I am, embrace it. 2, 1. Keep your arms in front, hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way down for me and bring your knees in line with your hips. Oh, and give yourself a very well-deserved hug. Maybe just roll from side to side. Don't know about you, but I'm actually sweating. Okay, let's just cool everything down, calm everything down. Let's come into a few rounds of bridge and then we'll work on our abs. Okay, so we're constantly engaging our core anyway throughout the whole class, which gives you which is also part of your back muscles and your glute muscles. So push your feet into the mat, check that they're about hip distance apart and your heels are behind your toes. Feet can always be a little bit wider if that feels better in your hips. Arms by your side. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up for me. 1 vertebra at a time. Engage your glutes and just check that you haven't got a big arch in your low back. And if you find that you're falling into your low back, tilt your pelvis a tiny bit up towards the ceiling so you now have kind of a little arch in your spine. And then lower all the way down as you inhale. Exhale, peel up for me. Engage your glutes, push your feet into the mat. Imagine you're pushing your knees away from your hips and you may notice a stretch happening, a lengthening happening at the top of your thighs and your hip flexors. Inhale, lower down for me. Exhale, lift up. Check that your knees aren't turning in or that they're not opening out too much. You want to create some stability here. You want your hips to feel neutral so your knees stay neutral. And then down. Good. Let's do 3 more. 3. You can always place your hands on your hips. Inhale down to check that the weight that you're lifting up and down is even between your right and your left. Exhale up for 2. And lower. 1. Hold it there. We're going to lower halfway down and come halfway back up. Down and up. Down and up. Use your glute muscles, your power muscles, they're very powerful. Use them to help you come up as well as come down. Up and down. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower all the way down for me. Perfect. Okay. From here, raise your right heel, sorry. And place your hands on your hips for me. So when we lift up, just check that the weight is still even between your right and your left, and that one side isn't doing more work than the other. Push your left foot into the mat, because that will be one of your major, that will be helping to support you on the way up and down. Take your inhale. Exhale, peel up. Push the right ball of your foot into the mat as well. Make sure you create as much stability as you can. And then lower down. Good. Exhale, lift up for me. Check that your hips are even and that one side isn't working harder than the other. And down. Lift up. Obviously your right side's going to be working that bit harder because it's slightly off balance, but you don't want it to do more work than the left. And down. You want the left to give you that support so your right can feel stable. Up. And down. We'll do 4 more and then we'll hold it at the top again. Lifting for 4. Squeeze your glutes, let them do some work. And down. 3. And lower. 2. And down. Last one, remember to hold it at the top for me. And we'll do half lifts, halfway down, halfway up. Down and up. Inhale down, exhale up. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower all the way down for me. Brilliant. Okay, right foot firmly plants down into the mat. Raise your left heel. Push your right foot into the mat. Push the ball of your left foot into the mat. You want them to work together as a team. Yeah? From here, take your inhale. Exhale, peel up. And just check that your knees are still neutral and that they haven't turned in or start to splay out. And lower down. Lift up for me. And down. We're almost done with this sequence. 6 more. 6. And down. 5. And lower. Lifting up. 4. And down. 3. And lower. 2 more. 2. And down. Hold it up on the 1 for me. And we'll do tiny little half lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down for me. Lower your left heel. Bring your feet mat width apart. Bring your knees together and just move your knees left and right. Perfect. Okay. So from here, bring your feet about hip distance again. And if you're unsure, and I just said this earlier, bring both your feet together so they're touching. And then you heel toe your feet. And that sort of brings them roughly hip distance apart. And then all I want you to do is check that your heels are behind your toes and that they haven't turned in or out. Yeah. From here, take your hands to the back of your head for me. Lengthen your spine. And extend the crown of your head to the back of the mat. You want your feet at a comfortable distance away from your bum. So not too far away, but at the same time not too close in. From here, push your feet into the mat, engage your thighs, engage your glutes, take your inhale. As you exhale, lift up your head, neck and shoulders. Take your gaze to your knees and then inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift without pulling your neck. Inhale to lower. Keep your elbows out to the side. Lift up and down. Let's do 7 more. Exhale for 7. Inhale down. 6 and lower. 5 and down. 4 and lower. 3 more. 3, 2 and 1. Okay, this time take your inhale. As you exhale, crunch up and bring your right knee in line with your hip. Inhale, lower down, place your right foot down. So exhale, 1 movement, head up, knee up. Inhale, head down, foot down. Good, we'll do 6 more of these. 6 and lower. Exhale for 5 and down. And when you bring your knee up, see if you keep it in line with your hip, not let it creep in too close to you. And down. 3 and lower. 2 and down. Last one. 1 and lower. Okay, we're going to add on to this side. So we're still staying on our right. From here, take your inhale. As you exhale, crunch up for me. Extend your leg up to the ceiling. Lower your leg down. Bring it back up. Bend your knee. Lower your foot and your head down. Again, exhale, lift up. Extend your leg up to the ceiling. Lower your right leg down. Push your low back into the mat. We don't want this to arch. Lift it up. Bend your knee. Lower down. Exhale up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower your leg, belly in, rib cage in. Low back stays connected. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend your knee. Lower down. We'll do 3 more. Lifting for 3. Up. Lower. Lift. Bend. And down. Good. 2. Up. Lower, lift, bend, and down. Last one, lift up, extend, lower, up, bend, and down. Okay, we have to do it on the other side. So this time it's just bringing your knee in line with your hip. So the first variation. Take your inhale, exhale, lift up. We're only doing 8 of these, and down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. 6 more. 6. And lower. And if you need to take your break, you take your break. Don't worry about thinking that, oh, I have to do the same reps as I did on the other side. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, let's change it up. Exhale, lift up for me. Inhale, raise your leg up. Exhale, lower your leg down, back stays connected. Lift up, bend, and lower. Nice. 5 more. 5. Up, lower down. Lift up, bend your knee, and down. 4 more. 4, lift, lower, up, bend, and down. Keep your hands behind your head for support. Lift up, extend leg up, down, lift, bend, and lower. I think we've got 2 more. Lift up. Actually no, 3 more. Down, up, bend, and lower. Now we've got 2 more. Exhale up, extend, down, up, bend, and lower. And if we've done an extra one, that's fine. Crunch up, extend, down, up, bend, lower. Bring both knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. And roll from side to side. Ooh. Okay. Let's add a little bit of spinal rotation in because we've done quite a bit of flexion. Place both feet down onto the mat. Take your hands to the back of your head. Take your inhale. As you exhale, take your left elbow to your right knee. Bring your right knee in line with your hip. And then lower down. So we're not here looking to connect elbow and knee. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. We're looking at kind of giving your spine that little bit of rotation and down so you can work your internal, external obliques. Left to right and down. Right to left and lower. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, brilliant. From here, roll onto your right side for me. I'm going to work your inner thighs just a little bit. Place your right forearm down onto the mat. You're going to bend your left knee and you're going to straighten your right leg. You're going to point your toes. You're going to push your right forearm into the mat and you're going to engage your right rib cage. Yeah? So we're not collapsing, we're lifting. We're still activating those side muscles, using our core to support every movement. From here, you're going to take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, raise your leg up. Flex your foot, inhale down. Exhale up, flex and lower. Good. Up, flex and lower. Lift up, flex and lower. Do 5 more. 5 and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Flex your foot. Give me some tiny little lifts, yeah? For 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep this engaged. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Nice. Point your toes. Come, place your hand in your head and bring your left knee in front of your right thigh. Now lengthen this leg out for me, the bottom leg, and you can flex or point, whatever you want to do with your foot. Point your toes or flex your foot. From here, take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your bottom leg. Take it that little bit higher so you've gone past your comfort, and then lower down. Lift up and down. Nice. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Rest it down. Bring both knees in line with your hip for me. Do a little bit of glute and then we'll swap sides. So hips are stacked on top of each other and your knees are in line with your hips and your ankles are underneath your knees. From here, take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your top leg. Try not to lean back when you do this and then lower down. Lift up and lower. Good. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Now lower halfway down. Lift it up. Down and up. Good. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Now you're going to keep your leg lifted. Now turn your knee in, so it's down towards the other knee. Don't worry about how far you can turn it in, just work with your hips, natural rotation. And then you're going to turn your knee back up as if it's turning up towards the ceiling. So you're going to turn it in and up. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then lower down. Perfect. Let's take it to the other side. Okay, so this time, come onto your left forearm and push your left ribcage away from the mat. Bend your right knee, point your left toes. Okay, so from here, take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, flex and down. Good. Up and lower. You've got 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Flex your foot. Let's do tiny little lifts. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Nice. Okay. Rest your head in your hand for me. And bring your top knee in front of your bottom thigh and lengthen out your leg. Okay? Point your toes, flex your foot. You do you. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift. A bit higher. And down. Up. And down. Good. 6 more. 6. We're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring it down. Bring both knees in line with your hip. Make sure your hips are on top of each other. Spine is upright, we're not leaning back. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your top leg. Bring it together. Exhale up. Inhale down. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Lower halfway down. Bring it up. Down and up. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Turn your knee in. So your toes are kind of up towards the ceiling, but maybe not too up. And then knee up. Knee down and up. 6 more. 6. So internal, external rotation of your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Bring it down. Perfect. Give your bum a pat. Well done. Come onto your belly for me. And place your hands by your chest. Elbows to the back of the mat. Push your hip bones into the mat. Push your feet into the mat. Take your inhale. As you exhale, slowly lift up your head, neck, chest, maybe your belly coming to spinal cobra extension. And then exhale, lower down for me. Peel up as you inhale. Push your feet into the mat. Lower down. Let's do 2 more. 2. And lower. 1. And down. Nice. From here, take your bottom to your heel. Maybe bring your big toes to touch. Knees mat width apart. And come into your resting pose. Extending your arms out all the way in front. Just maybe shimmy your hips from side to side. Just allow yourself to melt. And then when you're ready, slowly roll all the way up. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. Take an inhale, raise your arms all the way up towards the ceiling for me, reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your knee. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist a bit more for me. Inhale, reach up. Twist to the left. Hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your knee. Lengthen and twist a bit more. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands together. Just want to say thank you for joining me today.